Hi, everyone. Can you all hear me? Hi. Can you guys hear me? Thumbs up if you can hear me. No, no audio? Let's see. It looks like the microphone is working. If you can hear me, wave. Yes, thank you. Thanks, Rach. Okay. All right, I'm going to open up the chat box, and I'm happy to have you guys all here. Thank you for joining me. What I'm doing today is keeping audio mute for all of you so that if someone comes in the room or a dog barks or the doorbell rings, we don't all hear it. So if you want to say something, you can put it in the chat box. I'll do my best to check it. I'm not exactly used to teaching and checking a chat box at the same time, so I'll do my best. All right, so we're going to start off with just some simple, simple meditation and give everyone a few minutes to show up. If you have a blanket or something comfy to sit on, set it up. Otherwise, you can sit in any comfortable cross-legged position. And what I'd love for you to do once you sit down is just take a moment and notice if you're sitting heavier to the right side or to the left. If you're doing this with your kids, you can have some fun and kind of just rock back and forth a little bit until you feel like your seat, right, your bum, is even and it's grounded. Once you feel like you're even, you're slightly heavier in the seat, then allow your hands to be comfortable, right? There's no right or wrong way. You can put your thumb and index finger together. That's a very classic mudra position of focus. You can put your palms down on your knees. You can cup your palms in your lap, as long as you keep your arms in one position, all right? Take a moment now and let's close our eyes and just get centered. And as people join in, they'll join into the meditation and then we'll start moving. Allow your breath to relax completely. Don't force it at all, and just notice where you feel the breath. You might feel it all the way in your chest. You might feel it more in your belly. Excuse me. Or you might feel like you can barely feel the breath at all, and that's okay. I don't want you to judge your breath here. Just notice where it is. And imagine you just walked into a room that's been closed for a long time. It's a little stuffy, and you open up the window and you get that fresh breeze. Now allow your breath to be like that fresh breeze and start to breathe a little more deeply, inhaling through the nose. See if you can sense and feel that breeze, that fresh breath come into your body. And as you exhale, see if you can exhale all that breath out. And you might start to hear the sound of your own breath here. So we'll try it again. As you inhale, draw that energy in the breath all the way in. See if you can draw it in, not just into the chest where you normally feel it, but see if you can feel it into your belly and feel it into your waist and feel it maybe all the way into your low back. And as you exhale, let all that breath go. Let every last bit go. So we're just getting the body and the breath connected. We spend so much time in our head. Let's focus on how we feel inside. Now, a lot of us I know are feeling a little worried or angry or tense or maybe scared with the news that's going around. So I'm going to invite you to inhale a sense of calm, okay? And we're going to use the word joy. So I inhale joy. You can say this in your own mind or you can say it out loud. And as you exhale, imagine you're exhaling worry. And I like to visualize this as light. I inhale joy, and as I inhale, I'm going to visualize white light coming into my body. And as you exhale, imagine that you're exhaling anything dark, like a dark cloud in the sky, something dark or gray or unpleasant. So you're exhaling worry in the sense of something dark. Let's play with this a little bit. As you inhale joy, inhale it all the way into your waist, all the way into the lowest part of the belly, all the way around the lowest part of the spine, all the way into the sides of the rib cage. Make your body expand almost like a balloon. And see if you can make it expand really slowly on your next inhale. Just a little bit more, like you're stretching it out, like you're making it last. And as you exhale, exhale worry. So let your body completely relax back to how it was when you first started. Calm and relaxed. We'll do this a few more times. 1 more minute of breathing. Inhaling joy. Feel the breath into the low back. Feel the breath into the sides of the rib cage. Feel that breath in between the shoulder blades. Feel that breath all the way into the upper chest. Imagine you're swishing joy around inside your head, clearing it out of any worry and tension. And as you exhale, let everything else go. Let the breath relax. Let the body relax. And from here, slowly open your eyes if you have them closed. All right, change the cross of your legs if you're sitting cross-legged. Okay, just open them up. Switch them around. Interlace your fingers, turn your palms forward like you're pushing out from the body. Let your chin drop just a little bit and stretch your arms up. And as your arms come up, your head's gonna lift. Let your head lift, let your arms up, but keep your head forward. Don't look up, okay? Because it might strain your neck. And just stretch, stretch. Now see if you can lift your torso with the strength of your upper back and your arms. And lift, 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 and stretch. Take a deep breath. Exhale and release, breathing both arms down to the ground. So I'm going to mirror image you. Keep your left arm down, reach your right arm up, walk your left arm out and stretch up and over, all the way up and over. Take a deep breath. You can look down if this kind of strains your neck to look forward. Push down gently into that bottom left arm, reach with the top right arm, and then walk your left arm back up and like a windmill, switch sides. Huh?
Did you even?
Oh. Inhale, bring your, that was my daughter. Left.
Look at your screen.
Kaya, honey, you're coming through the video. Reach your right arm up, take a deep breath. Stretch. And inhale, come all the way back up. All right, reach both arms out to the side. Give yourself a hug. Reach your right arm over your left. Hug yourself in tight. Honey, what's going on? I'm teaching.
I'm there. You didn't even see me.
Okay.
The whole time.
Thank you for joining me, sweetie. I didn't even know you joined me.
I was doing this.
She wants me to know that she joined, and I didn't notice because I asked her to join, so she joined in secret on her own computer, which makes me feel good. Cross your arms, give yourself a hug, drop your elbows down just a little bit, stretch the back. Inhale, reach the arms back up, switch, cross the opposite arm over, give yourself a hug, take a deep breath, drop the elbows down, stretch the back. And then inhale, bring your arms all the way back up, open them out to the sides one more time. From out to the sides, inhale, bring them up, interlace the fingers, turn your palms up, stretch. This time, work your belly muscles, okay? So draw the belly muscles in just a little bit, stretch the side body long, 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 and now come on forward onto your fingertips. So some of you can walk all the way forward, some of you are gonna stop here. Just depends on how often you do this and what your body's like. Okay, no judgment. If you can walk forward more, walk forward more. Some of you can keep walking forward. What I don't want you to do is this. I'm gonna turn sideways. I don't want your tushy to lift up off the ground, okay? So keep the bum down as you walk forward. Keep your bum down, and then when you're getting a good stretch in that low back, take a deep breath. Reach the sternum, reach that front chest forward. Imagine you're a turtle, right? Those of you that are kids working with me, look like a turtle looking out your shell, and then drop your chin down, relax your head and neck. And just take 3 deep breaths. Breathe into your low back. Exhale completely. You might walk your fingers forward a tiny bit more if that opened up space. Breathe into your low back. Exhale completely. And one more breath. Breathe into your low back. Exhale completely. Walk your hands back up. We're going to do that one more time. Switch the cross of your legs. Look which leg is on top. We tend to do things habitually. Open them. Wiggle them a little bit. Switch. Okay. Bring your arms out and up. We'll go a little bit faster. Interlace your fingers. Turn your arms up. Stretch. Take a deep breath. Open your arms. Walk them forward, right? Again, you might stop here at your knees. You might stop just in front of your knees. Just notice where your body is feeling a stretch, and don't go past that point. Keep your bum down on the ground. Take a deep breath. Reach that sternum forward. Right, for my kiddos, reach your head out of your turtle shell. Reach it forward, and then exhale and relax. 3 deep breaths. Breathe into the low back. Breathe into the mid back underneath the shoulder blades. Breathe into the sides of the rib cage. And then walk your hands back up. All right. Come around onto your hands and knees for some cat-cow. This is a great exercise. I still pad my knees because my knees are still healing, so I have to be gentle. If you have any knee tenderness, I would definitely pad your knees here. Hands are your shoulders, knees are under your hips. We're going to go 10 slow rounds. Inhale, glance forward. Lift your head, lift your low back, and use your belly muscles. Keep them a little tight. Don't relax them all the way. Exhale, push like a Halloween cat. Push, 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 push your arms, push your shins, and lift your belly muscles to the sky. Inhale, glance forward. Stretch, push your arms down gently. Use your belly muscles, activate. Exhale and round and release. Okay, and then keep that flow. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale and curl. Parents, if you've got little kids with you, inhale, you can do your moo, and exhale, you could do your meow, which is kind of fun. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. 3 more rounds. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale, curl. Inhale, slow, deep breath. Exhale, curl. See if you can let the breath move you on the next one. So less muscles, less mind, breath. Let the breath stretch you, and then let the breath stretch the spine the other way, right? Let the breath stretch the top of the spine. Come back to center. Again, my knees are healing, so I have to use some support. You're going to come into child's pose. So if you've got tender knees, support yourself, right? Don't go down as far. Put something, a blanket. I'm using an extra yoga mat. Walk your arms forward, relax your head, and stretch your body. 5 deep breaths in child's pose. As you breathe, stretch from your fingertips all the way to the back of your pelvis. So let your sit bones stretch back, let your tailbone stretch back. Don't lift your head like I'm doing. I'm doing it so I can get a gaze on what I'm showing you in the screen. One more deep breath. Walk your hands back up. All right, let's have some fun. Bring your knees together so that they're touching. Stretch your left leg back behind you. Okay, this might be enough for some of you. Push your arms down like you're doing a push-up, and try not to lean into that right hip. So don't let the right hip poke out to the side. Keep it over the right knee. Either stay here or reach your right arm forward. So now opposite arm from leg. I'm not mirror imaging you. If this is still feeling really good and you can think you want to go deeper, lift your belly muscles and lift your left leg as well. So now you're stretching. Try and keep your pelvis even. So one fun way of testing this is to put something on your pelvis, like a block, or if you're very brave, a cup of water, which my first teacher, Brian Kest, used to say, don't let that water, I don't know, he had some phrase about not letting the water spill off of you, but the idea is to get long, 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 take one more deep breath, and then relax. Bring your right arm down, bring your right knee down. 2 rounds of cat and cow just to kind of release that. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. And exhale, round. All right, second side. Stretch your right leg back. Pause. Adjust. Make sure your left hip is over your left knee. Your arms are strong. You might stop here. If you feel like you want to go deeper, stretch your left arm forward, opposite arm from leg. If you want to go deeper, activate your belly muscles and then lift your right leg and stretch. Deep breath, inhale. Stretch and get longer. Keep those belly muscles lifted. Inhale. Stretch and get longer. And one more breath, inhale. Exhale and release. 2 rounds of cat and cow. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Okay. Bring your knees so that they're touching now. Stretch your left leg back behind you. Stretch your right arm forward. Either stay here, repeat what you just did if you wish. Lift your left leg up. Open your right arm out to the side like an airplane wing. Now, this is going to be a tough one for balance if your hip flexors are tight or weak. So bend your knee if your hip flexors are tight and bring your left knee out to the side. If your hip flexors are okay with doing a straight leg, bring your left leg out to the side. You can modify and take your right arm down and just have one leg out to the side. 2 breaths, inhale, stretch. 1 breath, inhale, stretch, come all the way back to center, reach. Reach back for your back ankle, stretch your quad, stretch that hip flexor a little bit, take a deep breath. Exhale and release. 2 rounds of cat and cow. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. All right, second side. Bring your knees close together. Your right leg is back this time. Your left arm is forward. Lift your right leg up. Push down with your right arm. Lift your belly muscles so that you're not collapsing. Open your left arm out to the side. Well, this is variation 1. Variation 2, you're going to bend that right knee. See, I've got still a lot of balance left because my left side, the injuries that it has, but try and keep yourself even. Or if you want to go for straight leg, that's straight leg, pretty tough. You could also bring your left arm down. Deep breath, inhale. Exhale, reach. And then inhale, come back to center. Bend your back knee, reach for the ankle, stretch. Exhale, release. 2 rounds of cat and cow. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. 1 more. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. From here, you guys go back to child's pose, okay? And as you go back to child's pose, take 5 deep breaths. So adjust if you need to, right? Support your body. Make sure you're not straining anything. Reach your arms forward. Relax your forehead. Breathe into the sides of the rib cage. Breathe into the back of the body. Allow your breath to feel like it cleanses you. That's kind of the power of yoga, right? You can use your visualization. You can use your mind to imagine lots of things. But I think one of the biggest and most powerful things to imagine is releasing tension and releasing stress and releasing worry. All right, come on back up. Okay, a couple more things from hands and knees position. This time you're going to step your right foot forward, so I'm not going to mirror image. I'm doing the same side as you. And I'm going to lean forward. Fingertips are going to come to the inside of my right ankle. Okay, my back knee is supported. I do recommend supporting your back knee in this pose, regardless of your knee health. If you have sacrum issues, if you have any kind of sacroiliac issues, certainly women that have given birth, this is pretty common. The sacrum tends to tilt in funny directions, and in this pose, it'll probably tilt out to the right and your left hip will drop back. So I'm going to use my right hand, don't be shy, right? And bring it right underneath my sit bone, okay? So my sit bone is where I sit on. It's basically the head of the femur as it reaches the glute. And I'm going to push that femur down, okay? If you ever studied with Annie Carpenter, she called this descending the femur. So descend your right femur down and use your hand, palpate. That'll help even out that sacral imbalance. It's not going to fix it, but it'll help even it. Then from here, if you want to go a little bit deeper into that stretch, walk your right arm onto the top of your right thigh, but don't attempt to lift your chest back. Keep your chest leaning forward. You can support with your left hand on the ground or grab a block or a book. Left hand on the block. You should feel more of a stretch in that left thigh, the left hip flexor. Take 2 more deep breaths. Breathe into the low back. We'll come back here, okay, and release. Just switch sides this time. Okay. Back to hands and knees and switch. Left foot forward now. Fingertips to the inside, right knee down. And breathe. Take a few deep breaths. So I'm trying to place equal weight on my left leg. And I'm also imagining, I'm not putting weight into the right kneecap, but I'm imagining that I'm putting weight just above, just where the kneecap and the top of the thigh meet. And then again, sacral stuff, right? If you have any SI joint issues, you're going to take your left hand, you're going to palpate that left sit bone where the femur and the glute meet right in the center of the thigh, and you're going to descend. You're going to move that femur down. Okay, so if you want to support yourself on the right side, use a block or a book. Take your left hand if you want to go a little deeper, but try not to bend back. Stay leaning forward for now. Just push down onto that left thigh. Breathe. Breathe into the low back. Breathe into the kidneys. Breathe into the sacrum. Exhale and release. Okay, your choice this time. You can do cat and cow like we did. Okay, you can take a down dog. For those of you who want to take a down dog, I'm going to suggest you take your hands to the edges of your mat. Pull on your mat like you're trying to rip it apart. And take your feet at least as wide as your mat. Okay. And stretch. The key to down dog is to lift everything up off the ground. So push your legs, lift your quads, lift your kneecaps, lift your belly, but relax your head. Okay, if you're doing cat and cow, do cat and cow. Everyone else, 3 more breaths. Breathe into the low back, deep breaths. Let your breath be the only thing that you hear. And then come on back down. Come back to hands and knees. Okay. Take your right foot forward. Bring your fingertips to the inside. This time stretch your left leg straight into a runner's lunge. Same action, right? Like we did before. Check that sacrum. If it has a tendency to wiggle off to the side, descend the femur. This time walk your right foot now to right in the middle so your fingertips are on either side of that right foot. And press back into your left heel like you're pressing into a wall. So it almost makes you feel like you're about to go like running forward, right? Like a runner at a race. Option to stay here and breathe. Option to reach one arm off the ground and test your balance. Option to switch, test your balance with the other arm. If you decide to lift both arms, keep your chest on the thigh for now. Take one more breath. And release. Bring your back knee down. Now bring both arms up to the sky. Take a deep breath. Interlace your fingers, stretch. Notice I'm not leaning forward. I'm kind of pulling back a little bit so that my pelvic bones are lifted. Stretch, stretch, stretch. You can take your gaze up if this feels good. Exhale and release. Okay, your choice again, cat and cow, 3 rounds, or downward facing dog, 5 breaths. Okay? Up to you. Whatever your body's craving, you can also mix it up. Parents with kids, you could also do lots of animal sounds are kind of fun for down dog, right? You can bend your knees and jump and go, woof, like, woof, woof, and do stuff like that. Kids love it. You can take one more breath and release. Bring your knees down, second side. Take your left foot forward. Let's walk our hands around each side of the left foot right away. Stretch your right leg straight. Notice that sit bone on the left side, right? Descend the femur. And then press back into that right heel. So you want to feel like you're about to go shooting forward. There's so much energy in that back leg. It's not relaxed, it's working. Test your balance. Maybe lift one finger off the ground or one hand off the ground. Switch. Test your balance, lift the other hand off the ground. If you want to test your balance, reach both hands off the ground. Take a deep breath. Exhale and release. Bring your right knee down. Lift your chest up. Reach your arms up. Interlace your fingers. Stretch. Grow longer, 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 longer. Again, I get more upright. I'm not leaning forward. Take a deep, full breath. Exhale and release. This time, everyone, 2 rounds of cat and cow. Inhale, open. Exhale, round and curve. Inhale, open. Exhale, round and curve. And everyone, take a down dog. Okay, you don't have to hold it for long. You don't have to pull on the sides of the mat, but take a down dog, stretch it out. You can keep your back legs bent. You can keep your back heels lifted if they don't touch the ground. And just relax your head back and forth, almost like you're saying no, very softly. And then like you're saying yes, up and down. All right, last thing on our hands and knees. Bring your knees together. So I'm going to face you. I'm going to keep my left arm down, my left knee down, and stretch my right leg back. Before I open up into the full posture, I'm going to keep both hands down, take my gaze forward, and lift the belly muscles. And then from the belly muscles, reach my right arm up to the sky. Push down with your left arm. Don't sink. Push down. Reach your right arm up. Stretch. And here we get a little more organic movement. Reach your right arm up and over. And like a wave, right? You're going to slowly come down. Open up that shoulder. Reach back and up. So you're moving through the vertical plane. And down. Nice and slow. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, as you reach up and over, you're going to find a place where it's nice, sweet stretch. It'll be different for everyone. So for me, it's here. And now hold it, 3 breaths. As I reach with my right arm, I push my outer edge of my right foot back down. So again, I want to create resistance. There's a stretch from my right fingertips to the outer edge of my right toes. Take one more breath. Exhale and release. Second side. Okay, so you're going to see my back on this one. My right knee is down, my right hand is down, my left leg is straight. I'm going to keep both arms down for a moment, activate my belly muscles, then turn my left foot down, Then reach my left arm up. Again, no collapsing in that right shoulder. Push down. Reach up with the left fingertips. Get some length. Take a deep breath. And then slowly start to reach up and over. Circle down like a helicopter wing. Lift up. We do this 3 times slowly. Circle up and over. One more time, circle up and over. And on this one, find that sweet spot. So for me, on this side, it's much higher. Reach with the left fingertips. Push down with the outer edge of the back foot. Stretch, 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 stretch. Breathe. Exhale and release. Your choice, cat and cow, downward facing dog, or you can always add a vinyasa if that's what you want to do, right? But I'm not going to teach the vinyasa today. It's a gentle movement class. Most of all, have fun. This is about us feeling better, moving our bodies, breathing, connecting with other people in a slightly different way, but still connecting. All right, from downward facing dog, walk your hands back towards your feet. Bend your knees, keep your head relaxed, let your body hang. Important now that you put the weight into your heels, not your toes. Important that you reach your tailbone down and curl up from the tailbone, like the tailbone's an anchor. Relax the head and neck, use the belly muscles, tailbone's an anchor, curling down, 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 down. As you curl all the way up, inhale, bring your arms up. Once again, interlace your fingers, turn your palms up to the sky. I know it's kind of cutting off the top, but my fingers are interlaced like this. Take a deep breath, stretch. Exhale and release. Okay, I'm going to turn to face you. Everyone doing okay? Do I have any? No comments? Okay, that's good. All right, palms are open. Take a moment and we're just going to center ourselves. So this is a Qigong clearing, and I love it. Super easy. You're going to bend your knees softly like you're about to play volleyball. Okay, so you're not locked. My feet are about hip distance apart. Palms are going to open up towards the sky. Notice my palms are open and my elbows are bent, so at about waist height. And then from here, I'm just going to talk you through it. Let your eyes be soft or closed. You're going to slowly open your arms out to the sides, and this is considered an energy clearing, but it's a great way to visualize connecting to yourself. As the arms come up, the palms face down, and then I slowly, slowly press down in front of my body, about 6 inches away from my body as I slowly push down. As you push down, make it slow. You'll notice your arms will actually slow down if you allow them to. It's not a fast movement. When I come back to waist height, I begin again. Inhale, slowly open. And as you exhale and let the hands float down, visualize you're pushing away anything that doesn't belong. So I like to visualize making coffee in a French press. And as when you push the grinds down and they go all the way down to the bottom, same thing. I'm pushing away tension or stress or anger or pain or hurry or anything that gets in the way of me being calm and connected to myself. 2 more rounds at your own pace. Inhaling slowly. Exhaling just as slow. Slowly letting the hands drift. And 1 more round. Inhale slow. And exhale slow. And from here, as you finish this last round, you can come back to more classic yoga position, palms open, and step your feet a little closer together. Mine aren't touching. Again, I've got my knees to take care of, but classically you would come feet together. Okay. I'm going to mirror image you. Take your left hand to your hip, reach your right arm up. 1 more time, side body stretch. We did this when we were seated. Reach, reach, reach. Push your left hip over to your right just a little bit, and then switch sides like a windmill. Bring your left arm down. Bring your right arm down, excuse me. Bring your left arm up. Reach your left arm over to your right. Press your right hip away from that stretch, and come back to center. This time, take your right hand behind you, make a fist. So this is your sacrum. It's a triangular bone, right? You can all kind of feel it, and then you have the glutes, the muscles around it. Put your hand on the sacrum, not on your low back. Make a fist. And then you're going to reach your left arm forward like you're doing a backstroke, and come all the way up and over. I'm getting some, oh, sorry guys. Thought it was an error message. Nope, just Zoom. Inhale, reach your left arm up. Exhale, come all the way up and over, okay? Slow. If you do it fast, it doesn't do the work. Not what I want to do. Inhale, reach the left arm up, all the way up and over, and now switch. Now my left hand comes to my low back, and my right arm reaches forward and up, and exhale, slowly up and over. Okay, so I'll turn sideways. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Exhale, slow up and over. You might hear some cracks. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Imagine you're swimming. Exhale, up and over. All right, and from here, face forward. Okay, we're gonna do a little balance. My watch died, so I'm checking. Oh, good. We still have a little bit of time. All right, from standing position, I'm gonna mirror image you. Put your weight onto your left leg and just reach your right foot forward. Okay, see if you can balance. Reach your right foot out to the side. I know this isn't classic yoga, but it'll lead somewhere, I promise. Reach your right foot back. Reach your right foot down the center. Repeat, out to the side, back. Notice your belly muscles are starting to fire, right? Your deep core stabilizers are firing. Try not to hold yourself from your shoulders. It's too hard. It creates tension. Circle around, and now switch. Reach your right foot back. We're just going to go the opposite way. Reach it out to the side. Reach it forward. Reach it back. Reach it out to the side. You should feel your inner thighs working as well, and forward. And one more time, slowly back and around. If you did ballet, it's kind of like a rond de jambe, but with your feet pointing forward. Okay. And release. Switch sides. On your right side, right, I'm mirror imaging, reach your left foot forward. Slowly reach your left foot out to the side. Slowly reach your left foot back. Try and move from your deep core. Slowly move through the center. Slowly out to the side. Slowly back. Slowly move to the center. Out to the side. Slowly back. Slowly back through the center. Switch. Bring your left foot back behind you, balance. Slowly bring it out to the side. Slowly bring it forward. Back, around, and forward. Back, around, and forward. Okay. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. If you want to jump, you can jump. Just shake it out. Okay. Where was that headed? Balance postures. Stand on your left leg. You did this. Lift your right foot up. Open your right foot out to the side. Tree pose low. My foot is underneath my knee. Tree pose a little higher. My foot is in towards my inner thigh. If you can do half lotus, awesome. There's no way I can do that with my knee, but you know what that is and you can do it safely, go for it. Try and keep your hips even, okay? Your right hip is gonna wanna hike up. Try and keep it even with the left and try not to sit into your left hip. Don't let that hip poke out to the side. Okay, you wanna make this more challenging, arms out to the sides. If you're playing with your kiddos, you can make a palm tree. You can wave your palm tree in the wind and see if you can stay up, right? Or you can reach your arms up. I know you can't see my hands, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hook my thumbs, bring my fingertips together like a Charlie's Angels, and reach up to the sky to stretch. And take 3 breaths. Inhale. Stretch and get taller. Inhale, stretch and get taller. 1 more breath. Okay, and release. Shake it out, let it go. Second side. Remember, you just did this. Stand on your right leg. Bring your left foot forward. Turn your left foot out to the side. Low tree. Higher tree. Try and even out your pelvis now. Don't let your left hip hike up too much. Try not to sit into that right side. Try and keep it hugged in. We all have different strengths, right? This is my wobblier side because I'm mirror imaging, so I'm on my left side. Arms out to the side. Palm tree, right? If you're playing around with kids, palm tree in the wind. Whoa. My palm tree fell. That's okay, I'm getting back up. Or the stretch one, right? Hook your thumbs, interlace your fingers, reach your index fingers up to the sky like Charlie's Angels and stretch. Take a deep breath. Grow taller. And take another deep breath, go taller. 1 more breath. And release. All right. I think we need to take it down and move into relaxation postures, but one more standing stretch to kind of let all that go. Feet wide. Hands to your hips. Lift your kneecaps, okay? So these quads, these front muscles lift. Imagine you're trying to squeeze your legs together so your inner thighs work. And then imagine you're trying to push your legs apart at the same time so your outer hips work. Take a deep breath. Lift your pelvis. Imagine you're standing really tall and proud. You're about to give someone a command, do this or don't do that. And lean forward. If you feel like this is putting tension on your back, then you're going to come up a little more upright and press the top of your thighs and squeeze your outer hips in. Otherwise, if you can lean all the way forward, take your fingertips to the ground. That's where I'd love to have you. You could always use your hands on a block, right? Take a deep breath. Stretch forward, exhale, and fold. If you can grab a hold of your ankles, you're going to once again take a deep breath, stretch forward, exhale, bend your elbows out to the sides, and fold. Lift your belly muscles. Relax your head left and right. Walk your hands over towards one leg, doesn't matter which one. Breathe. Walk your hands over towards your other leg, opposite side. Breathe. Repeat. Walk over to one side. Breathe. And walk over towards the other side. And breathe. Come back to center. So if you can come into a squat without hurting your knees, awesome, do it. You're going to walk your feet together, heels and toes out. Again, if you're like me and you got knee stuff, support yourself coming down, please. Okay, support, come down. And then you can either stay supported in the squat by sitting on something. You could sit on a block. Okay? Or if you don't need to be supported, don't be supported. That's great. Bring your palms together. Lift your chest. Take a deep breath. Stretch your spine up tall. Visualize yourself strong. Visualize yourself taking all this energy and bringing it in with you, sharing it with those that you're going to see today. Visualize yourself completely abundant inside. Take one more deep breath. Exhale and release. Okay. To finish off, the video is going to cut off soon. I think I get 40 minutes. Today was a trial, so I think we have about 2 more minutes. So I'm going to talk you through a quick relaxation, and we're going to focus on our natural killer cells, okay? So our natural killer cells are cells that every body has. They exist in, well, don't quote me on this exactly. I believe they come from the bone marrow, but I could be wrong, but I believe that's where they originate. They fight viruses, okay? So they fight cancer. They fight all kinds of viruses. We're exposed to viruses every day. I'm not downplaying what the coronavirus is. I'm just saying we're exposed to viruses every day, and every human being at some point has even cancer cells in them that are fought off by our natural killer cells. So let's focus on our natural killer cells and do a little immunity meditation, okay? However you like your hands, you can be laying down or seated. Let your eyes close. Visualize as you breathe in, you're breathing in strength. And as you breathe in, you can visualize a white light. And I like to imagine white light like little tiny fireflies inside of me spreading out to my whole body, like little tiny specks of light, spreading everywhere, spreading everywhere. And as it reaches those natural killer cells in my bone marrow, so for most of us, it's in our femurs, right? It's in those big thigh bones. It's activating those natural killer cells. It's feeding them energy. I'm acknowledging that I am strong. And I'm acknowledging that my body has the capacity to have a strong and healthy immune system. Breathe in light, breathe in strength. Exhale worry, exhale fear. Don't let that be a part of this at all. You can go back to it in 2 minutes. Breathe in light, breathe in strength. Exhale worry, exhale fear. Bring your palms together. Breathe in light, breathe in strength. Exhale anything that stands in the way. And thank you so much for joining, you guys. I'm going to bring my hands to my third eye for clarity of thought and consciousness. I'm going to bring my hands to my mouth for clarity of speech and communication. And then back to my heart for clarity of action. Thanks. Namaste. So I'm going to do this every day. Come and join. We'll have slightly different movement day by day. Oh, I see waves. Yay.
Hi. Aw, yay. I'm glad to read some of your comments. You guys are awesome. Yeah, so contact me if you have special requests, okay, things that you want to do. If people are actually interested in doing this on a regular basis, I think I'd come up with more specific classes, like classes for moms and kids, an abs class, stand and stretch class, all that stuff. All right, have a beautiful day. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Bye. Aw, I love the comments. Oh, thank you, everyone. This makes me feel so good. My dog joined in? Catherine, that's awesome. I kept my dog out of the room because she would just be like, woof, 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 scratch, scratch, scratch. Oh, yeah, it is a good way to connect. I'm just reading comments here. That's what I'm hoping, you know, we're not supposed to see a lot of people, so it's good to connect. Okay, I will keep doing this. If you guys want me to do it, I'll do it. It helps me too. I miss teaching. I really do. Aw, yay. So I'm supposed to be able to record, to have a recording of this, and then I'll figure out how to post it. Someone has a raised hand. I don't know what this means. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry. It said Sabrina's iPad raised hand. I don't know what that means. I'm not a Zoom expert yet. Okay. I'll figure it out. Bye, everyone. Have a gorgeous day. I'll see you tomorrow or Wednesday, every day this week.